Welcome everyone to the KubeVirt community meeting. It's October 29th of 2025. Please everyone sign your attendance in the top section of the meeting notes document. I'm going to do the same myself. Let me see. While you're doing that and while you're adding agenda and note items and also open floor items and wherever else you want to add something, do we have anyone who is new to the community and want to introduce themselves? Okay, sounds like a no. Okay, so there are several ways of joining the community of KubeVirt. First of all, as a contributor, you can add your organization to the Adopters Markdown. You can follow us on Twitter and on other channels. What we have is, for example, also like a Mastodon account that you can follow. You can take a look at our community page. And if you're a regular contributor, we advise you to join as a GitHub project member. So first of all, we'll do the schedule check-in. So since you probably noticed it's 29th of October, which means that we are having code freeze today, which will be the last step before the first release candidate is being cut. Second of all, there is already a PR for the schedule for V1.8 out. I've shared that in the community meeting notes. Please file your comments on that pull request so that we don't miss anything. And then at the latest, the last announcement is that next week, KubeVirt Unconf will come up on November the 4th. There is a KubeVirt Dev mailing that preceded that announcement, which I'm doing today, which was of October 6th. I've linked the conversation on the notes document. So, do we have anything else that people would want to add to the agenda? If not, then I would start switching to the open floor right now.
Daniel, there's a question in the chat about how to submit VEPs.
Okay, Itamar, do you want to jump right in and to explain them?
Yeah, for sure. So the first step, so we have a dedicated repo for this, which is called KubeVirt /enhancements. So the first step would be to submit an issue. That's basically the tracker issue for the VEP. It would be opened until the VEP is completely GA. Afterwards, you need to make a PR to actually submit the VEP. There's a template that you would need to fill. And that's basically the first step. So in the first iteration, your VEP would hopefully graduate to alpha, then beta, then GA. Yeah, and that's basically it. Like all of the details should be in this repo that Daniel links there.
So what I've done is I've added the link to the enhancements repository. I hope that what Itamar described will also be described there to like a good extent. And thanks,
by the way,
thanks Itamar for explaining. Sorry, go ahead, please.
Yeah, sure. I just wanted to say that if you need any extra help, you can reach us out in Slack or whatever, and we'll be happy to help.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, then let's switch to the open floor. Andre, it's your turn.
Thank you, guys. We would like to know a little bit more. Can you open the link I put after everything?
Sure.
Here says that because the DRA development, they was thinking to also have GPU live migration also. Yesterday I was with the DRA meeting, and they say, "Oh, you need to ask on the community meeting," and then because the job done on DRA was done, missing now is something to be released on 1.8, but these are 1.9. There, we need to change something on the live migration of KubeVirt to make the GPU live migration work. Okay, because the job to, let's say, point the GPU in a proper way over DRA drivers is done job on them solution and moving to beta. The missing part is to also do the enhancement on KubeVirt to also have live migration of GPUs. And the second part, since we are working on the live migration, my goal is also to reach a hot plug of GPU. What this means on our mind. We start with 1 GB NVRAM of GPU, and now we want to change for 4 GB NVRAM of GPU. This means a different slice. And we was thinking this need to be also something that need to be changed on the hot plug part of KubeVirt. Who we need to talk to, what is missing. This is what I was thinking to talk here. Who is responsible for that? Okay, because we plan to contribute on that, but where?
So I think we spoke yesterday about this, and I said that well, KubeVirt has three main phases of development in each cycle. The first one is design, and then implementation, and then we have the stabilization phase. So now in 1.7 we finished the development cycle. Sorry, the implementation phase, and we are going to stabilization. And then once this is done, we will start the design cycle for 1.8. And for 1.8, there is there's supposed to be a design proposal that is already, I think, submitted for, or at least an issue has been opened for vGPU migration. And that needs to be implemented. We need to approve the design, and then there needs to be an implementation phase that this thing will be developed. But this doesn't include a hot plug of vGPUs. The vGPUs hot plug, I think it's a separate issue, and I'm not entirely sure that all vendors support it. So I think it's something to clear out with NVIDIA. Yeah, something to clear out with NVIDIA. I think it's the primary suspect to see if vGPU hot plug is even supported from their driver point of view.
Okay, but can you open at least the issue for hot plug?
Well,
here.
Yeah, I mean, you can open it as well. Just go to KubeVirt issues and then propose it as a design proposal. But I mean, I'm not entirely sure that this is even possible. So I would first validate with them.
Okay. Then is there someone on the team can open the issue for us?
I think Vladek already proposed that you open the issue yourself, because you are like in the main focus that so you know what you want to do and you basically can describe it the best way, I think. So that it's most clear. If we would do that, I'm not entirely sure if we would capture everything that you just said, because I don't have like the photographic memory, I would say, like,
Don't
yeah,
worry.
don't
worry. We're gonna open the issue, but after open the issue, what is the steps? I'm not following in.
I think like basically you would ping someone from NVIDIA, for example, on that issue. The first name that comes to mind would be Alai Patel or Ryan Hallisey. I'm basically not sure who of these would probably answer on that, but these are the two names that come to mind from an NVIDIA perspective. Yeah, and so they might take it from there. So they probably will talk to other people. I don't know.
Hey, I'm here
Great.
on the call. We spoke a little
Oh.
bit about this yesterday. So with the hot plug, I think again, we need to clarify whether you want that hot plug on the VMI API or on the VM API. If you want it on the VMI API, the underlying pod API in Kubernetes does not support hot plugging right now for DRA resources. So that essentially would not be feasible from infrastructure point of view. If you want it on the VM API, then it essentially means that one pod will a new pod will be spawned up with the hot plug devices, and then that somehow will be given to this VM uh, with a new VMI instance. Maybe that is feasible. I'm not sure, but yeah, it would be helpful if you can let us know if you want this on the VM API or the VMI API.
I think the VM API is the most suitable from my point of view. But I mean, I don't know from NVIDIA driver support or any other vendor who provides immediate devices support if this is even feasible from a driver perspective. I don't know that.
Yeah, I think even I am not sure from the driver perspective, but at least I am sure from the Kubernetes API perspective that this is not feasible with VMI. So that's the thing we can start with. If we want to do this for VM API, then yeah, go ahead and file that issue, and yeah, we can inquire more and dig
And
in.
yeah, Andre, one last note on this is that I mean, if you have the hardware, I certainly don't have the hardware right now. But if you have the hardware, you can create. This is not supposed. Yeah, fine. Thank you.
Then just answer. Okay.
Okay.
Another path we would like to add here is also we are investigating to use a pure open source driver called NVK, and this is something that we would like to bring the people from that are developing NVK to this forum here. Is there any ideas how to put the pieces together, because they are from Collabora?
Usually, the best way forward with any of these implementations is to provide a POC to demonstrate how this is working. Because we don't have the means, we don't have these drivers. What we can do is to address a POC that you could prove that this is working, and with which circumstances and what are the limitations, and then create a web to describe how this thing fits into KubeVirt.
Thank you so much. Then I gonna do that first, okay? But I have all the components to make it happen. Missing only is how to put the pieces together, okay?
Okay. Okay, if there is nothing else for the open floor, I would probably switch to pull requests that need attention, where there is no entries. I'll quickly glance over these.
I
So
would
that
like
we
to
see-
ask you
yeah.
one thing: how to be part of the meeting from I forget the name. From SIG. Okay.
Which SIG do you mean?
For there is a specific one they mentioned yesterday. I forget the name. It's not DRA, is for
So
well,
I can at least give you like an overview page of where to find the list of SIGs, and there should also be like the community meetings. I'll just post that into the chat.
the security part. I think that's the SIG for security.
Well, that's a good question.
Okay.
I don't think we have at the moment a SIG for security itself, but probably I think that SIG Compute will handle that, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
Hello. So we have a secret mailing list if you want to report anything or maybe ask a question that might not be best to share publicly. So you should be able to find it in the KubeVirt repository.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay. Okay. Let's take a quick look at the pull requests that need attention to see whether there is something that we need to take a look at. Okay, this is community introduce AI contribution policy. Has been quite a while around, I think. I'm not sure if there is a current action. Lee, are you here? Do you need any input anymore, or is the thing settled, or am I talking to no one, probably?
If Lee is not here, maybe I can say that he really wanted to, feedback about it before code freeze. So if you have any opinion, please go ahead and yeah, let us know.
Yeah, cool. I'll just probably just post the link to the pull request into the chat so that everyone can chime in there. Yeah.
Yeah, from my point of view, I think I had an opinion, and now I don't.
Okay. Okay, so there is only a draft PR there. The others are pretty old. Yeah, this still looks like a draft, so I will not pick that up. Okay, then let's continue. Let's take a quick look at the mailing list if we have something that wasn't covered. I figure there might also be. Yeah, I just want to mention that Itamar just put out like a reminder that this is a great time to submit VEPs for 1.8. So if you have something, please go ahead with doing that. Also, Piotr Klikchevsky did basically call for participation for the FOSDEM. So if you have any topic that you would want to present at FOSDEM, please get back to their mailing list and chime in there, so that you can present there. I can personally definitely recommend FOSDEM. It's a great conference, and you see a lot of people. It's all like a little bit stressful? No, that's the wrong term. I think there's lots of people going on, but yeah, so it's really a great conference. So I think Meeting notes, community meeting. Yeah, there is this thread that has already been done. Okay, there is one other email that I think there has not been much feedback on, which is like fine-grained roles for virtual machines from Micah Henriksson. People, please chime in if you have an opinion on that in Michael's into Michael's email thread, please. Yeah, and then that would be probably like a quick time to take a look at open issues for things. Interesting. Wait a second. That is issue is open. Oh, I probably clicked the wrong link. Huh, interesting. It opened somewhere else. Okay, so we don't have much going on there. We also don't have much going on there. So these are just good first issues that could use a little help from the community or from new entries of the community or new contributors. So if you have a bit of bandwidth, please take a look at these. Which would then bring us basically to the end of the meeting, I think, if there is nothing else to mention at the last notice. Yeah, just for your awareness, if you're not yet aware, the community meeting will happen in 5 minutes. You also can see like the entry link to on the 6th page, which I shared before. So feel free to, or I encourage you to also join the SIG compute meeting that will happen in 5 minutes or 4 at the moment. And with that, I think we can close out here. So yeah, thanks everyone for your attendance of the community meeting. Have a great rest of the day, and yeah, see you. See you next week.
See you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay.